So today we're going to rewind back to the end of last year, I believe, when we were doing the whole Toyota RV renovation thing. Now, if you're new here, I have a whole series, and kind of how this YouTube channel got started. We took an old Toyota RV and completely renovated it into something completely different. If you want to follow that, I have links up here if you haven't seen that. Some of you came to this channel simply for the Toyota renovation and have stuck around some. So I kind of ended it abruptly and never gave you a final tour, which that will be coming up. But for this video, we're just going to show you a little bit of the frustration I had after our first camping trip, some of the things we changed, and then we took a small little camping trip. There's not much. And we're going to end it with that, and then in the next video I'll be showing you the complete interior tour and speaking on a few more things. But I warn you, this video isn't quite as much fun as some of the other ones. It's a little bit mundane and just a few things that we did, but I thought I'd throw it in here as another part of the series. So I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you in next week's video. We took the camper on our first camping trip, had a lot of fun with it, found a few more issues we need to work on. The first one is a propane leak. I'm telling you, this was looking a little big to me, but we have the most incredible store in our little town. So if you're ever in Newville, make sure to stop by Bender's Auto Parts. They sell like auto parts and hardware. This is the fun of living in a little town. I have gone there so many times with just different little things I didn't really have a clue about. They would just help me, and here was one of the things, was the propane. We could smell propane when we turn this on. Turn it on, and you can smell propane, and I wasn't quite sure what all the fittings are needed for. All you need to do to test it, which I knew this before, is soapy water, and they actually did this for me at the store. And when you spray on here, it will bubble if there's a leak. So you see the bubble down there? It's bubbling. He went and found the right fitting. He said he's pretty sure it's just an O-ring that needs replaced, which is like pennies. And I was thinking it needs to be this big contraption that needs replaced. And he goes out of his way to find the little part they had to measure the O-ring size. Gets me the O-ring. So now I'm going to see if I can replace an O-ring and if we can fix this leak. Hopefully it won't take too long. This doesn't really look like the one he was showing me. Okay, so that thing didn't even have an O-ring. I'm really curious if he had the wrong fitting in mind, because the one he showed me didn't look like this. So I'm just gonna try tightening it. Maybe it wasn't tight enough. Oh, that's crazy. That was easy enough. It just needed tightening. It doesn't leak, no bubbles. Now I'm going to go around, I've been wanting to do this, and I'm going to test the fridge as well, which I'm pretty sure it doesn't leak. But no bubbles in here, and all these burners work. I'm just going to test this. And no bubbles, so we're good to go. I think I tested the heater correctly as well, and I don't see any leaks. So, we're good to go. Now, propane's taken care of. Alright, the next thing that we had a problem with when we were camping is the dump valve here for the septic was dripping. It's not a tight seal. And we had a problem with the shower backing up. We were pretty sure the gray tank wasn't full, but we're trying to figure it all out. So the first thing is we need to replace these valves. I think we're going to replace both of them. This whole thing is just bad, so I'm hoping we can replace the whole thing. And then here's the valve to the gray tank. And I don't think the valve to the gray tank is sealing correctly. Anyway, Nolan was planning to do this, but I suddenly thought, you know what? I can try. He had worked such long days, and he's gone all the time, and try to get him to do them in the evenings. I'm just going to see if I can get it. I know it's a gross job. I don't feel like doing it. But we're going to see if I can figure it out and get it replaced so he doesn't have to do it. Here is the new fitting for the main tank. Now normally a lot of people would only replace this part right here. So on the old valve you take these bolts out, just slide this new piece in. But on ours, this is just all worn away and it looks awful. I don't really trust it. So the bad thing is this is obviously glued onto the pipe that comes out of the RV. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna get this off. I'm gonna try heating it up, see if I can twist it. I'm talking about the old one. If not, I'm gonna see if we can just saw it off and if there's room to put the new one on. And then for the gray water, this one should be fairly explanatory. I'm just hoping it's the right size. My gut feeling says it's not. So you just slide it in to replace the old one. There's like bolts and stuff. So I'm not too worried about this one, except hopefully it fits. It's the big one that I'm worried about. See how bad all that is down there? So yeah, that's pretty bad as far as the whole fitting just needing replaced. So I really hope I can get it done. So I guess I'm gonna go and get the hacksaw and just cut it right behind that fitting, and let's hope for the best. You can see that if I cut it right here and install the new one, it's gonna come back further, so I don't want this valve to hit when it comes open. Anyway, I hope that makes sense, but I think I'm gonna cut it, and if we need to, we can just get extra extensions to bring it out further. Bye-bye. Nice new fitting. Perfect. All right, look what I got. Thankfully, the local RV place had a 2-inch fit. I just love when I can finish a job the same day. So we're gonna go ahead and try this, and I also got cement stuff for the big valve. Okay. Here is the new one, and you can see it completely closes. There are these little flanges that go over the pipe in there, little gaskets or seals or whatever you call them. So this is relatively easy, but we're gonna go ahead and put it on that way. All right, so this is finished. Now the next question is, if I put this on, will we be able to clear this valve? Dun, dun, dun. Shut this. There's the new fitting, including the one in the back. All right, we are going camping again this weekend, and I've been working at touching up various things that needed to be done. One thing I really wanted to do, after I took it camping, I realized how quickly things stain. So I bought some Scotchgard and I re-washed the dinette cushions. Some of you had told me I should try washing them to shrink them, and I'm going to be putting Scotchgard on so it's easier to wipe off stains.
Something with his heart now. It's not wanting to know thing. Something with his heart. I don't know if they will say he's...
Suppose the doctor said there's just no way here.
But no, you asked him, he had
You don't like eggs? What's Bubba doing? Did you like camping? So we noticed that our new fitting for the sewer drain outlet thingy, whatever you call it, was dripping again. And I'm just like, you have got to be kidding. I completely replaced it. I sawed it off. You guys saw what all I did. Anyway, so Nolan looked underneath, and here the tailpipe was pointed directly at it, and it was melting it. So you'd go driving down the road and it would just fry it. So we ordered another one, and I replaced that one. Thankfully I didn't have to cut anything off. We just replaced the front half. And then we took it to a shop, and they extended the tailpipe to like out front. So now the tailpipe comes out here. Before it was stopped like in under there, and it was pointed directly that way. It was a weird design. So now hopefully this won't ever leak again. Hopefully. So now we're back to winterizing the camper, letting the water out of the hot water heater. We never actually even used this.
Oh, that's nice. Ooh.
It's a little bit chilly, Bubba.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like that water.
Okay, just don't put it in your mouth, please. It's yucky.
Ooh.
So I know that was a little bit of a random video, and I just wanted to say I'm sorry that I've been kind of scarce online getting back to your comments. I like to do that, but we have tons of things going on right now that has been taking a ton of headspace of mine and a lot of energy and things going on. We'll be talking about that more in the future, but that's kind of why I've been a little bit spread thin and not getting around to everything. I feel like I'm really behind on my work, on my internet, online work, my emails, just everything. So I apologize for that. So that's kind of why this video was a little bit random, short, ending up the Toyota RV series. And then I want to give you all the final tour that many of you have been waiting on, and I'm sorry it took so long for me to post this. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. So I know that was a little bit of a random video,